toned down a little bit.
And Spear was on the up and up already.
Spear was on the up and up. Stingray was saucing, and then Katars are also pretty good. But it looks like we're going into game 1 of JerryK and Thotot versus Sire and Vortex. And so far, looks pretty even.
Yeah, Miami Dome opening, pretty interesting. We'll see how that works out here. It's like a moment where I'm like, well, if everybody's playing Spear, I guess they might as well all try to avoid the downlight on that top plat. Like that's why we would go to this stage first here. We'll see how that plays out as Sire's going off with Kaya on the bow, or Pearl in this case. Nice gravity cancel silent and chase dodge recovery on JerryK. That is an incredible combo off the top. And Thotot trying to get back on Vortex here. Real scrap at the very beginning of this game. Let's see who goes down first. It looks like both teams' Hattoris are vulnerable. JerryK is the first one to go. Let's see if they can get the revenge knock on Vortex.
Okay, and Thotot, oh wow, just absolutely ruined the partners combo there, because Thotot threw out 2 side SIGs in a row.
Yeah.
One of them burning the dodge to do it, and there was a huge opportunity for punish there, but it's not going to be found. But that's okay, because the blue team is absolutely cooking. That weapon throw for the follow-up into the reverse recovery. Some cute stuff coming out here.
Yeah, I like what the blue team was setting up the platform too. Vortex did a neutral light underneath the platform, and then Sire fell down with a side air. And then that time Sire was there to ready up for the alley-oop. He didn't need it because the knockback was just strong enough there. But they take a lead 6 stocks to 4, and their game plan is not really shattering, even though their damage is really high on these first stocks here. Sire goes off to the side of the stage, waits for Vortex to get back, and once he picks up a weapon, fights his way through, and he gets that recovery, neutral light, side air, barrels through the stage. Sire is still taking to the front lines despite having all this damage. They're playing incredibly strong.
Yeah, no, this is looking real good for the blue team, just now losing their first stocks. But Thotot and JerryK are trying to bring this one back. The Prince Zuko here coming down with these neutral airs, these chops. But on the other side of the screen, you can see Sire going in on Thotot as well.
Ooh, Thotot goes in with the gauntlets here. Nice job being staying stacked on the, oh, that was interesting, a team combo accidentally with his opponent. Gets some good damage on there, but JerryK is the one that is the weak link at this point. I mean, he gets the recoveries through, but even if he takes no damage at all, he's still behind that stock. He has to get something back here, and JerryK, okay, that's what he was looking for. Gets the knock on Vortex. Team combo and Sire, no! He's too late on the downlight. That was perfect from that angle on the gauntlets there, too.
Oh, man, yeah. I mean, at this point, you know, the stock count is even. JerryK seems to be doing a good job at mitigating damage taken. But despite that, I mean, I'm not really sure where this one's going to go. That delay recovery is not enough to KO. Kaya defense really is something else.
Yeah, and Jerry's actually done exactly what I was saying he needed to do in that situation, being that far behind on stocks. He got a knockout. He didn't take too much damage himself. Thotot is down to 1 stock, but Sire could go down very quickly here as well. Now is the area where the red team's going to be a little afraid, though. That side light and the gravity cancel downlight, even though it whiffs, Jerry's still taking a ton of damage. Okay, 1v2 opportunity on Vortex, and he pokos his way out to safety.
Okay, and this is starting to look a little haphazardous perhaps for the red team, as that stock almost dissipates from JerryK here. Not going to be able to take too many more of those. And on the other side, you can see Thotot trying to give some assistance, but they both don't have weapons. This is the worst spot to be if you're on the red team. Looks like JerryK manages to pick one up and then immediately perishes with it. So now we have Thotot trying to do it alone.
Yeah, Thotot gets 2 ground pounds. Goes for the third. Down air, falling down. Okay, Vortex and Sire giving Thotot some chances. Okay, I don't know what it is about going for 3 there.
Yeah, tried to go for a triple shoulder. You could complete ladder combo. Neutral signature is going to be enough.
Oh man, that neutral sig comes through. This is a pretty big comeback for game number 1. Thotot gets the D-Light Sider. There's no way, Flambo. Game number 1, sidesing off the platform. Sire has no jumps to make it back. And even the Brawlhalla announcer cannot believe it. Thotot takes the 1v2 comeback. And all off of the back of JerryK really pulling his weight there on that last stock. He was super behind the entire game. He held in there. He did a ton of damage, took the stocks back, and gave Thotot an opportunity to be able to get this comeback. And what a great usage of Val's side sig there on the platform.
Yeah, I think that's the part that made it tricky, right? Like I was already a little bit worried just because by the nature of kind of the way that he was playing, I was like, wow, you picked some really wild options.
What, the triple ground pound and the triple
ground
recovery?
pound, triple recovery. I'm like, if I'm going up against you, I'm terrified because I don't know what you're about to do. But going for the side stick off the platform, normally when you're thinking about, oh man, is Val going to side stick me? You're thinking about off the base platform. You're not really thinking of the side platforms like that. So definitely, I mean, you even saw a jump up and a weapon throw diagonally down. You're not expecting to be covered from above like that.
And in addition to what you're talking about, Thotot was going for a lot of just wake up immediate attacks unarmed.
Yes.
And that was the first instance where he sat on a platform, waited to see what his opponent would do, and then hit him with an attack. And so he really mixed up the tempo of that 1v1 towards the end there. Overall, just really well played. They're running it back to Miami Dome. A little interesting to me. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I think if you're the blue team, you're just kind of like, okay, we won that game. That was our game to lose, and we gave it up. Let's go back, stick to our game plan, and don't let it crumble. Because at the very start, I was talking about how I felt like blue team's game plan looked really great. Oof. And then it just fell apart as the stocks got lower and lower.
Yeah, no, it was like one of those, it was a skill issue moment. You know, the stage definitely, I'm sure, had its amount of impact in the match, but ultimately it came down to, can my team execute properly? And they just kind of crumbled a little bit toward the end of that first game. And in this game number 2, we can see things are pretty even. The first stock does go down on Thotot, though. And honestly, if I'm the blue team, I'm feeling pretty happy about that.
Oh, man. Okay, JerryK avoiding a lot of damage there. That neutral state was really trying to hunt him down. Thotot does get some damage through onto Sire. Weapon throw, pick up, reverse nair. All right, Sire doing some great work on a Thotot on the second stock. Jerry and Vortex both fighting to see who can hold on to the stock the longest. A spear neutral air is not going to knock out anytime soon. There he goes. Blue team takes the lead once again. And this is like almost the exact same situation that we had from game 1.
Yeah, no, definitely keeping things similar. I mean, we are going to see a stock go down. Vortex there. Sire still has 3. Nice little team conversion there to add up extra damage. It's super worth it on a character like Kaya because Kaya it's hard when Kaya is like in the orange to convert right into a KO. She can just take so many more hits that you have to like go for a few more and then look for it. And so team combos in that situation are highly worth it.
Thotot. Okay, delay recovery. Take Sire down finally.
Nice chop. Whoa.
Now let's see what they can get on the Vortex. Miami Dome has been like giving them a great extra platform to play around when they're in these situations where they're waiting for one of their teammates to respawn after losing a stock. I haven't really seen any, at least between these two teams, a moment where it's like, okay, it's the 2v1. What are they going to do? Well, they're just trying to get away. And it's working.
Oh, man. Speaking of working here, the red team getting worked themselves is Thotot. Yet again, the first one to lose the second stock, following in the pattern that they set for the first stock. So Thotot, despite being able to do the 2v1 in the last game, it seems to be trailing behind. It seems like the blue team is focusing up a little bit more on them. And it's been paying off here. So we're going to see if they're able to come out on top. Nice little equalizer.
Oh, and it could be the lead here again, Flambeau. It's Thotot on this last stock.
Nice.
JerryK goes off the top. Sire, okay. Team combo here is exactly what I was saying we weren't seeing, and Vortex doesn't gravity cancel the downlight, doesn't get the team combo to finish, but still a ton of damage while JerryK was making it back to the stage. So that could be the difference maker here in game 2, bringing it to a game 3. It's just up to what happens to Vortex's stock, because Sire, while living as long as he's living, if Vortex goes down here, a 1v2, okay, this could be huge. Jumps away. He's so good at pogoing out of danger, but that downlight, nice. Saved by Sire. Huge side air.
Yeah, just punch them in the face to get off my mans. Hold on now. Ooh, sick conversion off of that stray hit as well. And you can see Vortex and Sire are looking to close this one out. Honestly, I'm trying to get rid of Thotot, bro. After what happened the last time, I don't want that person on my screen anymore.
Yeah, they don't seem to be really focusing. Okay, there it is. The side air comes through, but I think they're just trying to keep both of their opponents out of center stage. Hold on to that. They know that they've got a lead in damage. Ground pound, though, comes out, and that's pretty risky from Sire. And this is the situation where, honestly, I give the favor to red team. Even though the lead's in blue team, I feel like in this scrappy nature of this area, okay, no, still not enough. JerryK goes down, weapon throw does hit, but we watched what happened last time here, Flambeau.
Yeah, I'm like, are they sweating, though? Maybe a little bit less because
there's no way.
If that KO'd,
I thought that was going to do it. You got stuff recovery as well.
That should be stopped.
Delay recovery off of the side light. What a interesting team combo there. I've never really seen sword downlight off of bow side light before, but I'll take it, right? Like that was I can't believe that neutral stick didn't do it. Stuff recovery and everything. Thought I'd almost stole another game away.
Yeah, no, if that N-Sig was enough, that would have been. Thotot would have done it. I believe. I believe.
Oh, yeah, like if it just knocked out
Yeah.
straight up from the neutral signature, yeah. I was ready for it to happen again, too. That was too bad, but they aren't down 0-2 in this set because of that first 1v2 victory. So the set score line is 1-1. Miami Dome banned away by Thotot this time around now that they have stage striking in their advantage. So they're kind of like, okay, game number 1, we got a little fortunate there. And game number 2, it's clear that if we keep going back here, I think it's going to be in our opponent team's advantage. So they're switching it up, moving to, I think, a single plat stage?
Yeah, we're going to Apocalypse.
All right, yeah, Apocalypse definitely just like, I never really look at Apocalypse and say, this favors one team
I
or
agree.
player in general. It's certainly one of the more standard maps when it comes to Brawlhalla. And here we go into game number 3. Thotot, let's see if, what I would like to see, as great as the red team has been in these like last stock situations, I'd like to see them be able to bring the blue team into a situation where they're trying to fight out of that last stock situation, because game 1 and game 2, I think were very handedly blue team's game to lose. In both cases, even though one of them they did end up losing, they were in control the entire time.
No, I'm inclined to agree. It was definitely like they have consistently in both games been the ones to be on top in the closing moments of the game, and then it's a matter of whether or not they allow a comeback to happen or if they just play cleanly. Ooh. And speaking of playing cleanly, I mean, they almost had a clean edgeguard sequence right there. They managed to get 1. I think there was a way for them to finesse 2, but I think they're pretty happy with 1.
Yeah, it ended up being a thing where Vortex stacked on top of Sire after that ground pound. They couldn't follow up too much afterwards. Sire does go down to the left. JerryK, the healthiest here on those 3 stocks. Vortex goes down. Red team finally takes the lead for the first time in the set. But let's see if they can hold on to it. JerryK's been having a better and better performance as the games have been going on. There was a nice quick team combo there. D-Light Cider into neutral signature. Tech on even more damage here, and Jerry still not really at risk of going down. He's going to take a really strong signature hit to go down at this amount of damage. You see him surviving that Cider just fine.
Oh, and you can see Jerry going ahead, getting that downlight, but immediately gets interrupted and swatted off of the screen. You can see Thotot trying to bide some time in the corner here. Gets a nice little retaliation. Gets caught by the ground pound, though, and still has the recovery, I believe.
Does he go for the save?
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh,
and
perfect.
Vortex ready with the side air off of that recovery. Really smart. Thotot ends up going down to 1 stock super early on here, and they get the team combo to Vortex. Let's see if they can take down Sire as he's on his way back to the stage. Both in control of the center here. Nice stop by Thotot. Recovery comes through. Double recovery.
Ooh.
Vortex goes down. And now Sire, who was the most damaged at the start of all of this, is the second to go down for the blue team to those last stock.
Yeah, with the way this is playing out, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being one of those sets that goes to a game 5, because there's a lot of back and forth action that we're becoming witness to here. And we're already seeing that based off of the trajectory of this one, the red team might be able to come out on top with another one. But if Thotot goes down first, that may not be the case, because the 2v1, how does that not hit? It hits Sire instead.
It goes right around Thotot's head and ends up hitting his teammate. Okay, team combo JerryK, but he slides too far with the neutral signature. All right, huge team combo opportunity for red team that turns into JerryK getting hit. Now, this is JerryK's second stock, but Thotot is the most damaged on the screen right now, and 2 players are fighting him off stage. Vortex, can he make it back? That save comes through. Thotot does not get the alley-oop there. The neutral sig comes through, and Vortex holds on to dear life, as this is the reversal that I was hoping to see. I mean, it's a lot closer than I feel like the red team would want, but this is that situation where...
Shot.
Wow.
What a snatch. What a snatch. Vortex and Sire. And that's the thing about Spear. You know, that D-Light into Sire or recovery has a little bit of startup time. I'm not going to say it's the longest combo in the world, but it's enough. I mean, we're going to be able to see it right here in the replay.
I think Jerry was in position to launch in, because, Sire gets the hit on Thotot, and it was because Vortex went in to jump into Sire that Jerry was able to actually pick both of them up. And then Sire lands right back into another downlight. That was all the back of Jerry watching for Thotot and being like, okay, I'm going to wait for either you to win in neutral here or get caught by something that's like, so I can come in, interrupt, and get those finishing blows. And that's exactly what he did. And he did it really, really well. Yeah,
it's one of those scenarios where I think maybe the safer play is to weapon throw. You know, if you're like scared of like, because I think in that scenario, you know that a D-Light recovery or Sire from your partner is going to KO.
Are you talking about on the landing or before that happened?
So when the D-Light occurs, right? because what happens is what Sire jumps into it and gets scooped up, right? It's like, I think you throw your weapon at the other team members so that they don't interrupt.
Oh, and just completely interrupt everything that's going on there and reset it. Yeah.
Not even interrupt it, just stop him from interrupting your partner getting the KO.
I
That is what you got to do.
I understand. Yeah, jumping into the fray is not the greatest look there.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened.
And it's tough because it's like, I think for most people, myself included, like my thought process when my teammate gets a hit is immediately, how do I get in position to follow up? You know, like I'm looking to see how can we get the sick team conversion. But alternatively, what if that wasn't the case? What if the better option was just to let my teammate do what they were doing and let them live?
Yeah.
But it's hard. You got to make split-second decisions.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. And in that case, the split-second decision was to jump into the downlight, and, well, things didn't work out for them very well. That means JerryK and Thotot are up 2-1 in this winner's final. Winner of this goes in the winner's side of Grands, a really nice spot to be if you're aiming to win the Spring Championship. And JerryK and Thotot, however, are looking like they're struggling here as they go over to the Fortress of Lions for game number 4, another single plat stage. This one with the column in the bottom of the stage. But yeah, Vortex and Sire are right back to form. This is how we saw them start off games 1, games 2. The only game that they didn't really have a strong start on was game number 3. But they're holding on to this pretty well.
Yeah, no, this is looking pretty clean here. I mean, we're watching these two teams go at it. The blue team, though, looking a lot more poised. This Akuma looking very, very happy despite losing that first stock right there. And Vortex on the other side with the Hattori, getting pogos off conversions, off straight hits.
Ooh, nice recovery on the way back. JerryK gets a good side air. Nice nair to recovery onto Sire as well. Thotot gets the knockout finally onto Vortex. Good team opportunity here onto Sire. Nope, can't get it. Vortex ends up getting him with the neutral air on the way back to the stage, and Sire goes to safety. And this is still really excellent for the blue team. I mean, this is the best that has looked for them so far. Neutral light into alley-oop, good side air. Edge guard forces the dodge. They switch right back over to JerryK, and Thotot could go down to one more D-light recovery. This is going great for the blue team.
Oh, what a charge there. Let's go for the goal shorty.
Oh, he doesn't make it back, and he gets the alley-oop. That's crazy that they're able to follow up off of that, and he gets the double knockout credit for that too because he had just finished edgeguarding JerryK, who wasn't able to dodge back to the stage. This is the most dominant lead so far. They're going to need some really quick team combo stocks to be able to bring this back, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like Thotot has kind of been neutralized. I was very scared of Thotot in game 1 and going into game 2 in the beginning, but now it seems like the blue team has been able to tame that beast pretty controllably and have been very comfortably just playing this game number 4 without issue. I'm very curious to see what adjustments are going to be made from JerryK and Thotot here. I mean, throw out a couple of SIGs, that'll bring things back to even, but they do have a huge damage deficit to make up for it. And they make
Vortex
up for it
goes
quickly.
down. Yeah, and this is looking tough. Let's see here. Thotot gets the neutral light on the sword. Anything else? No, not really. JerryK, I mean, like, you have, okay, team combo time, Flambo. Oh, they had both of them. They had both of them.
They let it rock. Hold on now. Comes down with the ground pound. It's not going to hit. There we go. Neutral Sig coming up. Also not going to connect. Honestly, JerryK and Thotot have brought this all the way back. I thought Sire and Vortex would have been able to bring this back by now. But hold on. Nope. Thotot still has something here. They have set up the 2v1 successfully. But we've seen Thotot do this before in this very same set. Throws out the neutral signature.
Oh. All right, that was a little rough because his teammate got caught.
Yeah, you got to go for Sire first here.
Eli Cider doesn't get the cider off of that. Okay, one more opportunity from Thotot. Uses the weapon throw to cover his head.
And caught it.
Oh, the neutral stick could come through there again. They're thinking about it now. That Thotot shown that he can do it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, please not again.
Oh, and there it was.
What? And you saw it went for the second hit, so it did connect at some point. It did connect at some point. That was bizarre. That's rare.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right.
Somebody.
Yeah, that was.
Because otherwise, it would have just stopped on the first part of the animation, but the game registered that it hit somebody there. I'm not entirely sure what happened.
Okay, yeah, I need to look at that again. I really was just kind of like, yeah, that's probably, I've just been watching too much Thea, right? I've been watching too much Boots Neutral Sig, and I'm just like, yeah, that's how that move works, right? Oh, no, we're going to get that replay right there. Yeah, that was a huge pickup with the downlight there off of that knockback because he was flying for that to be caught. D-Light recovery off the top was really solid, and yeah, we got it right at the end, so we don't get to see where the hit was, but
Oof, and then
that was a cool side sig too,
Yeah.
honestly. I wonder if he was hoping, because sometimes with the side sig there as Val, you're like hoping that you can get, because there's like a little bit of a jump at the start of the side sig, and
Right,
you
you
can
get, like,
land
a little
on
cut onto the stage,
and
I
you'll
think.
go straight forward, and it looks like from that spacing that's what he was
I
trying
think that's
to do.
what he was going for. I think it would have hit too, is the other part. So that was a little rough. A little rough. Definitely, you know, pouring out for Thotot. But the thing is, they got another game, so it's whatever.
Yeah, game
It's
5.
whatever. They can just win harder.
It's been an interesting set in the sense that no team has really gotten a handle on the other. It feels like whoever's got the momentum at the very start of the game is just going to carry it all the way through, barring an exception like Thotot getting that 1v2 clutch. And after that first game, it doesn't look like Vortex and Sire are interested in letting that happen ever again.
Yeah.
So they're playing a lot more carefully around that. And it looks like some last-minute legend swaps are coming out here for Sire with that Bodvar for game number 5. That's very interesting.
Okay, wow. I'm like,
Because that's a switch off of the win, right? That's why it's interesting to me.
it's interesting to me because I was like, when was the last time you saw Bodvar meta relevant?
Well, I mean, Southeast Asia and Australia tend to pick Bodvar still, despite the fact that everybody thinks Hammer is not a weapon anymore. I'm thinking about Himway in particular, but yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a bit. Bodvar is used to be everywhere.
Yeah, no, Bodvar used to be that dude. I mean, poster boy or Brawlhalla, saw him on every billboard, and then one day he just got replaced like he was Saul Goodman or something.
Yeah, Hammer just was like, nope, Spear is the new Hammer. Hattori, you're up. That was Hattori's never really not been up, I guess.
I had to pass the torch over like they were All Might. Well, there we go, going into game number 5. Good chops coming out from JerryK with that sword, trying to blade him down. And doing a pretty decent job. We got all sword everywhere right now. This is just one big sword fight.
Ooh, yeah. Sword side air coming through on JerryK. There's the hammer being picked up. Let's see if Sire can get the edge guard there with the side air. Doesn't get it. Falls with the side air once again. Neutral sig not getting the landing either. Thought really good with these landing ground pounds in these panic situations. But no stocks have gone flying just yet. Blue team in the advantage. Let's see if Thotot can make it back. Can JerryK make it back? They're both just barely surviving. Gravity cancel neutral. It's not going to do it. So many of these hits barely not knocking out, and a scoop from Sire will finally get it. And this is that situation, Flambeau, where I'm like, okay, unless anything dramatically changes, I'm ready to say that blue team is at a really good position going into this game number 5 because they've got the 6-4 stock lead.
And we're going to see, I don't think they're too far ahead, but now as, you know, we're talking,
Sire's going crazy.
They're kind of pushing it a little bit further, and now I'm starting to become a believer in your gospel because they are clearly cooking right now. I mean, there we go. Red team finally able to get their first stock, but at what cost right now? All right. This is looking bad.
Fast falling, yeah.
It's looking B-A-D.
Yeah, JerryK is very behind. And Thotot doesn't even have a lot of health behind him as well. That side sig goes through, it gets punished. We're seeing the red team in this position on the right side of the stage a lot as Vortex and Sire are really cleaning up their gameplay here. Falling side air comes through. JerryK does get something, and that doesn't even knock out Vortex. Let's see if they can punish Sire on the way back, but no, they really just don't do anything with their stage advantage. And Vortex does go down, but they've taken a ton of damage while doing it.
Yeah, it looks like JerryK and Thotot. Oh, no. Both are down, so can't forget about that. I know you haven't seen him in a minute, but he still got it.
Ooh, both sword downlights. Don't catch Thotot. But the neutral light will. Downlight side air. That will be the stock. It's 4 stocks to 2. This is the most dominant we've seen. And you're talking about, don't forget about it. Oh, man.
No shot. What?
Rode the wall with the spear recovery so that the unarmed downer wouldn't be able to do it. But that stock
no
comes
Sire?
through. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while in the hammer, right? We were just talking about that. Oh, okay, the recovery comes through, and that could cost a lot. Sire goes down. And if they could get an early stock on the Sire here, I feel like that's their one win condition. Thotot going crazy on the gauntlets, and I respect it. You gotta go for the risk there in that situation.
Yeah, you know, it was possible. It was not probable, but it was possible. But now the possibility has been eliminated as Vortex and Sire move on 3-2, and are gonna be sitting pretty in the good old grand old finals. Oh, yeah. That was good. That was good. And you can get a replay right here of the D-Light Sayer. I like that he doesn't jump there because he realized.